Everybody wants to grow teams, lead people, influence people, but not many know that all it takes to do that is a skill set. I'm Ira, CEO of Elite Sales Society, and I've been able to grow so many different teams and lead them to success through learning how to be a good leader. I want to share the 5 things that you need to implement into your life so you can grow yourself and become a good leader. This is not something that can only help you out in your personal life, with your peers, with your family, and with the people around you. But good leadership helps you exceed in your work life, in your business, or if you have a career. So let's jump straight into it. Number 1 is to never be satisfied with the knowledge that you have. A good leader will always be seeking for more knowledge. A big factor to becoming a great leader is to never stop in taking knowledge and implementing it into your life to grow as a human being. They never let themselves get inside a comfort zone because they're literally leading a team. Imagine if your team sees that you're getting inside your comfort zone. What are they gonna do? They're gonna think it's okay to get inside their comfort zone, and that's how a team falls. You need to be the one that puts their foot down and gets the shit together for the team. And of course, the more knowledge that you have as a human being, the more that you can provide to the world. So read self-help books, read philosophy, listen to podcasts, fill yourself up with knowledge and actually implement it into your life. Because of course, if you just fill yourself up with knowledge and don't put in any action with that knowledge, then it's useless basically. So always seek to grow as a human being. Number 2 is lead by example. Remember when I told you that when you get into your comfort zone, the people that you're leading will also get into a comfort zone. When you have a team of people, what they're going to follow is what you have already done. They can hear that confidence through your voice. So for example, if you're working a job and you hear your manager who slobs all the time, who's sitting and just watching people do the work, tell you, hey, go do the dishes. How are you gonna feel? You're gonna be like, hey, you're not even doing the dishes yourself. I haven't even seen you mop the floor once. So you would end up feeling really weird doing that task because you never see your leader, who's your manager, do any of the things that they tell you to do. When I first started my sales team, I had an appointment setter who struggled doing appointment setting. And I was always trying to help her out with the tasks that they had to do and help her improve, but I couldn't do so until I went there and actually called people myself and appointment set myself so she can see how I do it, and then she can follow along. A leader's always meant to pave the way for people, but you need to pave the way and be the first one to do it. So always lead by example. And of course, not only does leading by example help you out with actually influencing people into doing the things that you want them to do, but also helps you give more effective help since you're already helping people from a place of experience. So make sure to lead by example. Number 3 is to radiate positivity. You will never see a true and great leader be negative, ever. Great leaders like Martin Luther King were very passionate about the subject that they were speaking about. If it wasn't for these leaders being super passionate about what they're speaking about and very passionate about the work that they're doing, people wouldn't follow along, people wouldn't hear them, people wouldn't listen to them. In order to have a successful team, you need to boost your team morale because morale is actually scientifically proven to be extremely linked to the productivity of a person. So you need to be that person that provides that positivity and passion for people so they can see it for themselves and find it within themselves. But of course, don't make it toxic. There's a difference between being positive and giving out toxic positivity. Of course, I'm positive all the time when it comes to my team, but if someone's dealing with something personal, I like to be there for them. I like to make them feel like their feelings are valid and that they can trust me because they open up themselves to me, and now I know what I should do in order to improve their productivity and not just be positive all the time. Come always from a place of understanding if someone's going through something and then be positive. Number 4 is to be approachable. Great leaders radiate comforting energy, like I just told you. You don't want to come from a place of being a boss where people don't want to come up to you if they did something wrong because you're just not approachable, because you're mean, because you're not really giving that energy that people can trust you with what they're dealing with. That is really what a boss is. When you have a bad boss, if you mess up something or you don't really know how to do something, you don't even want to ask them because you're scared that you might get fired. That is not what a good leader is. A good leader will always be someone that people can go to and they can feel good with. They can feel like they can open up themselves with them and tell them what's really going on. Also, be open to feedback. If your team is telling you, hey, I feel like this is not really working, be open to it. Don't be someone that goes on the defensive. You don't want to be like that. You want to be able to take feedback from your team members, because if you're not taking feedback, why the hell would they take feedback? Don't be a boss, be a leader. Number 5 is to know what to focus on. You need to have a proactive mindset. What I mean with this, for example, my sales rep, maybe when they did something wrong, they would just go to me and let me know exactly what they did wrong. Instead of me telling them, hey, you should have done this instead. No, focus on solving the problem first, and then you can give them the feedback that they need. But in that moment, I wouldn't make the problem more stressful for them, because they were already stressed out. They're like, hey, I think I messed up something and I don't want to be more stressed. Just help me fix it. That's what you need to do. Focus on providing a solution. Focus on problem solving when things happen. Instead of giving them feedback right then and there, focus on having a proactive mindset. And then later on, sit down with them and let them know how to do it correctly. This will help you so much with the productivity of your team and actually having quality service that you guys provide. And I'm going to give you guys a bonus one, and this is knowing how to give proper feedback. Most human beings do not like to be wrong. So when you're coming from a place of coaching someone, your client, your co-worker, whoever it is, their initial response will most likely be to go on the defensive. And giving proper feedback is key to getting people to actually do the things that you tell them to do without creating that bad energy between both of you. When I tell my sales team to do something, they gladly do it. They want to do it, because when I provide feedback, it's in a way where it comes off as that's the best for them. It's for their own good. So to avoid people going on a defensive, not really doing the things that you tell them to do, or in general that bad energy between you both, this is what you're gonna do. The first thing would be give what I call appreciative feedback. If I want to give my feedback to a team member, instead of telling them, hey, I don't think you should be doing this, it sounds like really bad, or it sounds like this, I would instead be like, hey, I really appreciate what you're doing on here. I really appreciate the time that you're putting into closing this prospect. I think what could improve all of this and actually help you get to that next level and be able to close this prospect is to do this, and that. So do you see how I appreciated their time? I appreciated their energy, and I appreciated them in general as a person. And then I gave them that feedback. This is appreciative feedback. People will take you as someone who truly appreciates what they're doing, but wants to see them do better, and gets people to really open up and hear what you're saying, instead of giving super direct feedback and sounding like an asshole. These are the 5 or 6 things that I truly want you to implement into your daily life, so you're able to become that great leader that you want to be. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions. Make sure to like so more people just like yourself can get this knowledge, and subscribe for more information like this. I'll see you guys on the next video.